Lesson 1. Exercise 2. Listen and read. Where does Miriam go on Fridays?
No school tomorrow. Do you want to come to my house? Thanks, Noor. But I always help my aunt on Friday afternoons at the community garden. The community garden? What's that? It's a big green space on the roof of my Aunt Selma's apartment block. The people who work there are all volunteers from the neighborhood. We grow vegetables to eat, and sometimes we sell them in the market too. That's interesting. What things do you grow? Well, we usually plant tomatoes, peppers, onions, lettuce, things people eat all the time. Sometimes we also plant fruit trees. This year, we have lemons and dates. And you grow all this food in the middle of the city. Wow! Yes, it means people can grow their own fresh food, and it's organic too, which means we only use natural fertilizer. We never use chemicals. Does your garden produce a lot of vegetables? Yes, it does. From just 1 square meter of roof garden, we can harvest 20 kilos of vegetables a year. And that's not all. Roof gardens also help clean the air in the city, which is good for people's health. And they're a great place to meet people and make friends. It sounds great, Mariam. We need more community roof gardens like that in our city.
Student's Book. Unit 1. Lesson 2. Exercise 1. Listen and read. Choose the best logo for Mini Forest. What is Mini Forest?
Mini Forest is an organization which plants small areas of trees in the middle of our cities. These special green areas help people enjoy nature and help our wildlife, like plants, animals, and other living things. At Mini Forest, we always work hard to find the best urban locations for our forests, where people and wildlife need nature most. We never grow foreign plants in our projects. We always plant trees that grow naturally in an area, and we carefully look after them until they become a small forest. We also usually work with local communities to plant and look after the forests over time. We collect data from every forest we plant a few times a month. This helps us understand the effects of the new green space on the people, wildlife, and climate of the area. We rarely have enough volunteers to help us with our projects, so we are always happy when people offer to help us. Click on the link to find out more.
Student's Book. Unit 1. Lesson 2. Exercise 6. Listen. Where do the friends decide to go on Saturday?
What do you usually do on weekends, Camila? I usually spend time with my sisters. We often go shopping in the city center, or we sometimes go to the movie theater. What about you? I don't very often go into the city. I usually stay at home and help my mom. But I sometimes visit my grandparents with my sister Inji and her kids. Where do your grandparents live, Nadine? They live in the countryside on a farm. It's near a town called Asyut. Do you know it? It's on the River Nile. Asyut? That's a long way from here. How often do you see them? About once a month. My sister can drive, so she usually takes me in her car. And we always try to meet up for the holiday at Eid al-Adha too. We usually stay for a week at their house then. I love Eid al-Adha. We always meet up with my mom's family for the holiday, and they are all great cooks, and we always eat a lot. That sounds great. What about this weekend, Nadine? Are you busy? Not really. Do you want to do something together? Yes. Let's go to that new cafe in our neighborhood. It's near the square. Yes, okay. It looks nice. And they've got delicious date and honey cakes. Saturday afternoon? Yes, that sounds great. I'll text you.
Student's Book, Unit 1, Story, Exercise 1. Look at the picture. What season is it? Listen and read. Check your answer.
In a village, there lives a giant who has a wonderful garden. In his garden, there are tall trees, beautiful flowers, and soft green grass. There are colorful birds singing in the trees and bees on the plants. Every afternoon, on their way home from school, the local children come to play in the giant's garden. The lovely garden always makes the children happy. But the selfish giant doesn't want to share his garden. So one day, he builds a big wall around it. Now, the children never come there to play. The days pass, and the garden is always empty and silent. Slowly, the green grass turns brown. The leaves fall from the trees. Then, snow covers the garden, and all the birds and bees fly away. Spring arrives in the village, but in the giant's garden, it is still winter. Everything is under the snow. The giant doesn't understand. Usually, his garden is beautiful in spring. What is wrong? Then, one morning, he wakes up and hears a lovely sound. A little bluebird is singing in a tree outside. Then, the giant hears another sweet sound. Children laughing. He looks out of the window and sees that the children have come back through a hole in the garden wall. Now, they are sitting in the trees. The leaves on the trees are green again, and flowers are opening around them. The giant feels so happy to see his garden grow again. But in one corner of the garden, it is still winter. The giant sees a tiny boy standing there. He is too small to climb up into the tree. Suddenly, the giant understands everything. Now I know why the spring didn't come, he says, because I was selfish about my garden. He goes out and helps the little boy climb up into the tree. Suddenly, all the leaves on the tree open and the birds fly up into its branches and start to sing. When you're not selfish, the giant says, good things happen.
Student's Book, Unit 1, Pronunciation, Exercise 1. Look and listen. Then listen again and repeat. 1,
Thumb.
2,
Think.
3,
Spring.
4,
Grass.
Student's Book. Student's Book, Unit 1, Pronunciation, Exercise 2. Listen and circle the word you hear. 1,
Thick.
2,
throw,
3,
pass,
4,
mouth,
5,
sing,
Student's Book, Unit 1, Pronunciation, Exercise 3. Listen and complete the words with s or f. 1,
seed,
2,
thirsty,
3,
stalk,
4,
thanks,
5,
bath,
6,
bus,
7,
soft,
8,
selfish,
9,
through,
Student's Book, Unit 1, Pronunciation, Exercise 4. Listen, read, and repeat. 1,
I think I have 6 thick thumbs.
2,
The thin mouse thinks it's sick.
3,
The sunset sky is sunny, but thunder threatens.